there was a time when beauty couldn't be manufactured.
Actually, what?
Last time you came here, you had a mini skirt. Yeah. I remember.
Real, natural, completely themselves.
Yeah. I'm very happy to be here with you.
I know
nice.
You've done this show before.
Yes.
You felt it the moment they walked in. These are the 7 most beautiful women Johnny Carson ever hosted. It was 1978. Farrah Fawcett had just walked away from one of the most watched shows in America after a single season. Hollywood said she was finished. She left anyway. When she sat down with Johnny Carson, she was carrying every question the country had about her. Was she brave? Was she crazy? Did she know something everybody else didn't? In the first 30 seconds, Johnny Carson gave you the answer.
You are a bowl of cream.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah. I'm very happy to be here with you.
I know
nice.
You've done this show before.
Yes.
And I guess I was very ill because I only take off if it's terminal.
Yes.
And so I missed you.
But even at the height of her fame, she never lost her sense of humor about it.
No, I know that because now I'll be walking along and I'll hear footsteps running behind me. It doesn't even have to be after me. It could be after a dog or after something. And I kind of now turn and look around because, yes, I was very frightened.
I hardly think if you hear footsteps behind you, they're after a dog. That just, I can't buy that.
Johnny knew exactly how to handle it.
Well, you two, you have a very nice image. Yes, see?
Well, when I hear footsteps behind me, they are after a dog. No, you get that saying, you look exactly like you do on television. You don't look as good. You look taller. You look shorter.
Then Johnny asked her something she clearly hadn't expected.
Who compliments you more, men or women?
What's interesting, it's both.
Both?
Yes, I think it's nice because I have a lot of female fans.
Yeah, I know you do.
And that's very encouraging because I think sometimes actresses...
And then Johnny said something he hadn't planned on saying out loud.
People say that I'm softer in person, maybe prettier, which means that obviously I don't
What?
Maybe I don't photograph.
Man is going crazy back there. No, you are. You do have it. There's a very soft, pretty quality.
So maybe something harsh happens when...
Yeah.
Right to the very end, he meant every single word.
Oh, and from Jill on Charlie's Angels.
Right.
So hopefully...
I know you have to leave now. I thank you for coming. You're a delightful, lovely young lady. And
you're wonderful.
Yeah, thanks for coming. I hope it's a big success for you.
Thank you.
Will you come back and see us again sometime?
I will. Thank you.
Every one of these moments has a story. I make sure it gets told every single week. So hit subscribe because they really don't make them like this anymore. Some things don't really need a long explanation.
She's pretty, isn't she?
Woo, she is nice.
Farrah was unforgettable, but she wasn't the first woman to stop the world cold. A decade before her, there was Raquel Welch. In 1966, a single photograph made Raquel Welch world famous. A fur bikini, a movie poster, and within months, more than 90 European magazine covers she had never asked for. The world saw beauty. Hollywood saw a symbol. Neither of them stopped to ask who she really was. When she sat down with Johnny Carson in 1968, she was ready to answer that question herself.
All the big ones.
And you've fallen apart every time.
No. I think I can say that I've remained unshaken, but it's not easy to do a commercial and look out at Raquel Welch.
That would tend to do it.
Attractively.
She probably is the biggest, she probably doesn't like this word, sex symbol in motion pictures today.
She doesn't like it.
She had a way of making Johnny feel like the only person in the room, and he never got used to it.
And I really didn't know I was kind of going to do your show because I didn't know if I'd have time before I fled off to London, but I wouldn't leave the country again without saying goodbye to you.
I know you wouldn't. Every time she leaves the country, she comes back
goodbye
here.
to you.
Says goodbye to me.
The world had decided who she was, but she had some other ideas in mind.
And maybe you don't.
Well, I like sex, but
Well, they always put that symbol. They always put that symbol on somebody who becomes successful in pictures. The new sex goddess or sex symbol. Does it rankle you a little bit?
Not anymore. In the beginning, I used to...
This was the last thing the world expected from her.
Gracious man, and he was always so wonderful. And so was Dean. And he said, Raquel, dear. those people out there. They think we're magic, and
You're really not
must go out
going
and
to see
sing
him.
along, yes.
He's a great
And
guy.
he was so wonderful, and
This is what real looks like.
I said, well, you're right. I have to go out because they've all come a long way. They came from all over Texas just to say hello and maybe have an autograph signed. And he said, you really ought to be flattered by this, and I am now.
She set the standard for a generation in 1979, and then somebody completely new walked in. In October 1979, a film called 10 came out. Bo Derek was 22 years old. Nobody had ever heard of her. Before America had ever heard her speak, it thought it already knew who she was. The image was everywhere. The real woman was something else entirely.
Rather ravishing young lady. Would you welcome, please, Bo Derek?
When she walked into Johnny Carson's studio, the story the world had written about her was about to fall apart.
Isn't that disgusting behavior? Yeah. Did you hear that? One guy yells out, I love you, and he doesn't even know you.
No.
Yeah. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Yeah.
She was warm,
I don't.
funny,
I mean, when people tell me.
completely at ease.
But you know, people can over-compliment you all the time. Do you get tired, or do you like it?
Well, it's nice.
He had interviewed everybody, but this was different.
You know, I've talked to thousands of people over the years, and all of a sudden I feel uncomfortable, and I don't know why. Can I get in a chair with you? Or
What came next, nobody saw coming.
Hasn't been released yet.
No.
I understand that your own husband, John Derek, said he thought you were foolish to try out for 10. Did he say something? I've read quotes. He says, some days you look ravishing and beautiful, and he said, other days you look like, and I don't know whether I should say the word.
And just like that, she turned the whole conversation around.
If I don't look good one day, we don't have a very good day usually. It really does affect
Really?
yes. But, and that's why, mainly because I eat too much, that I have those terrible days.
But you're so tiny.
But I eat a lot, and
Then the audience had a question of their own.
We had an honest somebody from the audience says, what would Johnny be? Now you're putting her on the spot
I
because
don't know him yet, so we have to wait.
And right at the end, she reminded everybody exactly who she was.
What would determine my rating? I mean, we have just met, as I said. What would you have to know about me to determine whether I was, a 3 or a 7.5, or possibly a 10? See, now I got it. 10.5. Well, no, we don't. Let me.
Bo Derek became famous overnight. Our next guest spent years being told she wasn't quite right for Hollywood, and then the whole world changed its mind all at once. By 1976, Lynda Carter was one of the most recognizable faces in America. Wonder Woman was a phenomenon. What nobody knew was how close she had come to never making it at all. Years of rejection, years of being told she wasn't quite right for Hollywood, years of touring in a band just to keep going. And then, one role, one pilot. The world decided who she was before she even had a chance to say a word.
There was a show on television last week called Wonder Woman, which was a well-done show.
It was wonderful.
They tried it about a year ago, and they kind of played it straight, and that's what was wrong, because it's really a campy type of thing. And it was well done, and a lot of laughs. And the young lady who played Wonder Woman in there is named Lynda Carter, and we thought you might like to meet her here tonight. Would you welcome Lynda Carter?
When she walked onto Johnny Carson's stage, she was still carrying all of that with her. The icon the world had made her, and the woman behind her. Johnny found both. She had $25 in the bank the day she got the part, and Johnny had no idea.
The other night. Really, you were excellent in it. I saw the whole show.
Oh, well, thank
you. And I thought it was well done, and it was fun, and everybody seemed to be having a great time, and that's what it needed.
That's exactly right. We just,
But the road to get there, that was anything but glamorous.
Now, in 1 month, I was Miss Phoenix, Miss Arizona,
and Miss USA all in 1 month. Like, before I was like Miss Nobody, and then I won all those titles, and I was still Miss Nobody.
Yeah. And nothing was happening after all that.
Well,
And then she said something that had nothing to do with
girl, you want to be an editor. Did you fantasize?
and I sold Frosty root beer in grocery stores with a banner on my crown, and I'm selling Frosty root beer. So this is show business.
Well, it was a start. Look where you wound up now.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm grateful, and indirectly, it's responsible for my career.
Yeah.
Behind the Wonder Woman costume, the real story was something nobody expected.
I'm on unemployment. I get finally.
Now, isn't that strange? You do a coast-to-coast television show.
Right.
It's a 2-hour-and-a-half show.
Right, and a star.
And you're on unemployment.
Well, see, the misconception with someone starting out is that, like, my friends called me and said, "God, what are you doing with all that money you're making?"
Like you just made a fortune.
Right, and they don't understand that I'm still on unemployment.
And then, completely unprompted, she said it.
I live with a psychiatrist, so that helps. You know.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Here's an avenue I didn't know we were going to head down. You're living with a psychiatrist?
Well, yeah, but so that, I mean, if you have a boyfriend or if you're with someone, you don't get into the same kind of problems as if you're single and unattached to someone. Yeah.
Some compliments you only say once. Johnny made it count.
Some problems, me for one.
Yeah? What's the problem with you?
I don't think we're going to talk about it.
No, we try to dig here. Rona Barrett can't cover it all. Any little thing we can dig out. I'm just teasing you, you know that.
Lynda Carter had earned everything she had. Our next guest inherited something nobody asked for and turned it into something all of her own. Cheryl Ladd had the hardest job on television. Farrah Fawcett had just walked away from Charlie's Angels and taken half of America's attention with her. They chose Cheryl, a singer from South Dakota that most of America had never heard of. She wasn't replacing a character. She was replacing a phenomenon, and she did it. The show kept its top 5 ranking and never looked back.
Sure, everyone is familiar with, unless you have had your eyes closed the past several months. She is the beautiful new addition of one of television's most popular shows, Charlie's Angels. And Cheryl will also be a featured performer in the television special that Ben Vereen is doing tomorrow night on, as they say.
When she sat down with Johnny Carson in 1978, she was 27 years old and carrying the weight of all of that with her. What happened next? The room hadn't seen coming.
Isn't that nice to hear all that?
Sure is. Can I come out and do that again?
I think that's why we probably all get in this business. You know, you get applause and get that reaction, and what you're doing, people enjoy.
Yeah.
You know, when we booked you on the show, somebody said to me, says, "Do you remember?"
Her fan mail had a surprise in it, and so did Johnny.
For just a cross-section, I got a letter the other day from a man, 52 years old,
Oh,
married.
that's, I'm 52.
Are you?
Yes, and married. You're embarrassing me, even bringing up my letter, but... All right, the guy was 52 and married. No, what did he say? What did he want?
You cared.
Yes.
And she knew exactly how to save herself.
More bathing suits, that sort of thing. I'll straighten this out right now. Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever met a more handsome 52-year-old man?
What a nice cop-out.
This one caught her completely off guard.
He says, okay, go. And I thought, hey, nothing to it. I watched Starsky and Hutch. And I got in the position, and I pulled the trigger. I heard this blood-curdling scream, and it was me.
Oh, you were...
I was
Never fired a gun before.
terrified. It's loud. And then between the sound stages, it
And Johnny spoke for everyone. 5 gorgeous women, but the final 2 were on a completely different level entirely. For 29 years, Johnny Carson had been asking. For 29 years, Elizabeth Taylor had said no. 2 Oscars, 8 marriages, a career that had made her the most recognized woman on the planet. In February 1992, just months before Carson retired, she finally said yes. Nobody, including Johnny, knew quite what was about to happen.
Offhand of another international personality who has sparked the intense public fascination as my first guest, and it's a great pleasure to have her here. Would you welcome Miss Elizabeth Taylor? Well, I'm glad you're coming. We've asked you many times in the past, but I'm just delighted you showed up here.
I am too.
Yeah.
I really look forward to
And
this.
besides, next Thursday, isn't it? It's your birthday, February the 27th. Pre-happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I wish you were coming.
I wish I could, too.
Some things are worth waiting for. Johnny Carson had just found out why.
Is that you were a major motion picture star when you did National Velvet. A lot of people were in the public eye and have been in the public eye a long time, but you've endured, and there's been this fascination. Have you ever considered why that is? A lot of other people just fade away. You haven't.
He tried to interview her. She had other ideas.
I guess the case or the model that older men, marry younger women. I did. My wife, Alex, is quite a bit younger than I am. On the other hand, recently, it seems that older women are marrying younger men. In your case, that's the way it worked.
Well, no. See, my men have stayed the same age.
The audience understood what was happening way before Johnny did.
With Elizabeth, yeah. Let me ask you a question. You mentioned just while we were away and the band was playing that when you went on tour, you're talking about your perfume, and we'll talk about it a little bit, that you felt uncomfortable working in front of live audiences. Now, most people would find that strange because you've been in front of audiences in a way all your life.
Ed McMahon later wrote, "No moment in 30 years was sweeter than this one."
Years old.
That's a pretty long life for a horse, isn't it?
Yeah.
So your life is pretty happy now.
Yes, very. Thank you.
That's great. I'm happy for you.
And you look like you're happy, too.
I am, too. And I thank you for coming tonight. You're going to stay with us,
Elizabeth
aren't you?
Taylor was Hollywood royalty, but our final guest built something far longer lasting and did it on a road nobody had ever walked before her. We've saved the last for a reason. In 1962, Diahann Carroll became the first black woman in history to win a Tony Award for Best Actress in a Musical. The show was called No Strings. She was 26 years old. 6 years later, she starred in Julia, the first American television series to feature a black woman in the leading role as a professional, educated, fully realized woman. It had never been done before. And she did all of this with a grace that made history look effortless. And when she walked on a Johnny Carson stage, she brought every one of those years with her. She didn't need an introduction. She was one.
And from the 28th of August through September 2nd, she'll be performing with Peter Nero at the Drury Lane Theaters in Chicago. She's a stunning-looking lady, too. Would you welcome Miss Diahann Carroll?
If you just joined us, this vision is Diahann Carroll. We have Cicely Reeve and Tony Delia and Marie Earle, and you look sensational.
Oh, thank you.
Just when
really
you walked out,
nice.
that opening alone is worth the whole admission to the show tonight. Well, I didn't mean that.
Funny, warm, and completely in control of every word she said.
Cherly.
That's what you call a performing outfit,
This
right?
is a performing outfit. You don't have a few friends over for dinner in this outfit.
No, you have one friend over there. It's just not a group outfit, that's
That's
all.
a wonderful idea. I hadn't thought of that. This is
If you have a man over the house, would you open the door?
And then she said one thing that made the conversation more interesting.
I love it. But I don't, it depends on the guy.
Sure.
And it depends on what I want from the guy.
Ah, yes.
And I think I've said enough about that.
She never needed anyone's approval. She never asked for it either.
Fantasy is nice. And it helps us to get through reality. Reality can sometimes be pretty heavy and hit you in the nose. I like a little false eyelashes and a little titillation. I think it makes life more, you know what I mean?
Yes, yes.
Right to the very end, Diahann Carroll reminded everybody exactly what they were watching.
Now, if you are coming from the office, oh yeah, I want to be seduced just as much as I enjoy seducing, and I don't like the guy to come home from the office looking like, I've had a terrible. No, throw some cold water on your face.
They were the most beautiful women Johnny Carson ever hosted, but beauty was never what made them unforgettable.